Hallo Leute und willkommen zurück in einer weiteren Folge Genshin Impact. Wir hatten die letzte Folge aufgehört und jetzt machen wir auch weiter. Wir müssen auf jeden Fall zu Varesa und die Obstplantage wieder. Bin mal gespannt, was uns so erwarten wird. Let's go. Wird auf jeden Fall interessant. Ja, läuft auf jeden Fall mit den schön viel Essen.
After that meal, I'm ready to tackle anything.
Was sagte ich?
Oh, something on your mind? Is it what Uncle Atoli said about the green mushrooms? Don't worry. He can be a bit dramatic sometimes. The green mushrooms don't appear that often. Besides, I check the orchard every day, and if I see one, I eat it. If anything, I wish there were more around here. Means more free mushrooms for me.
Wait, is that one right there? Huh. Talk about a coincidence.
See? There's nothing special about it except the color. Give me 1 sec. I'll start a fire and grill it right up.
Paimon's gonna pass on this one. She's way too stuffed from earlier.
You mean why we have to pick and eat the green mushrooms right away? To be honest, I'm curious too. The scholar looked really serious when he said it, but he never explained the reason behind it. Uncle Atoli has a point, though. Curiosity can be a bad thing. If we stop doing what the scholar said, something terrible could happen.
You could look into it at least. That's what an adventurer would do.
Yeah, but my tribe is more important. I love everything about this place. Maintaining the status quo is good enough for me. I know the truth is important too, but I don't have the right to make a decision that could put the people around me in danger. In other words, deep down, I guess I'm just scared. Scared that change could mean losing control.
Diese Musik, Leute, die ihr gerade hört, die habe ich auch schon lange, echt verdammt lange nicht mehr gehört in Genshin, ey. Krass.
Command the truth?
Yeah, we don't have to stop following the scholar's orders. We can start by gathering information.
You have a point. You know, you remind me of another hero from our tribe. Her name was Fiatena. Just like you, she was full of courage and never stopped challenging and exploring the unknown. She's my idol. Actually, could you give me a moment? All I need is 3 seconds. Lady Fiatena, lend me your courage. 3, 2, 1. You're right. I can't keep running from the truth. I want to command it, just like you said. So, where should we start with the investigation? You probably have a bunch of experience. Oh, the green mushroom, you mean? The taste is the same as the red ones. There's nothing special there.
Well, the traveler is a lot more perceptive than most people. She should at least give it a try.
Oh, I see. Well then, I'll grill some up right away.
So, notice anything, traveler? Just like Varesa said. Guess it was the same for all of us.
Finally, a worthy devotee after all this time. Fascinating.
Who said that?
No need for alarm. There is only one among you who piqued my interest, And that is the one with golden hair. Seeing as you all appear to be acquainted, I allowed the rest of you to hear my voice as well. Now, I shall grant you all the honor of becoming my first subjects in this era.
Okay, wer zum Teufel ist diese Stimme und warum interessiert sie sich für uns? Rede doch bitte normal. Ich habe schon viele Leute getroffen, die großen Ringe schwingen, hinter denen aber nicht wirklich viel steht.
Now. You were the ones who wanted to learn more about my origins. I merely granted your wish.
Origins? Wait, you're the green mushroom?
So you do know how to use your brain, young one. You'll excuse me if I have no interest in you, craven and dull-witted as you usually seem.
Hey, watch it, buddy!
Let me remind you, it was your own curiosity that started all of this. I see no reason for me to stand down. I only granted you this audience because I saw potential in you. I am the Sage Lord of Fungi. Serving me is a great honor, as well as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Sage Lord? Good one. Did you come up with that yourself?
You mock my name? All you do is make a mockery of your own taste. Of course, the Sage Lord of Fungi is too dignified for petty arguments with lesser organisms.
Sure doesn't sound like it.
That's enough out of you. What's wrong with you humans? You should be full of reverence at this point. In that case, I don't know what went wrong, but you lack the trust and worship to be my subjects. So we shall have to table that for the time being. However, I am willing to share my sagely knowledge with you. I have all the answers you seek. As with all seekers of said knowledge, all you have to do is prove your sincerity, and we shall see if you're worthy.
Look! More green mushrooms right in front of us!
These clones are my most loyal subjects, as well as the keepers of my secrets. If you want answers, then gather your wits and search for clues. I shall await your summons. It might be advisable to brush up on your devotion in the meantime.
The voice is gone. Finally, Paimon had enough of that racket. Talking in our heads without permission, spewing a bunch of nonsense. Even a howl is better than him.
So, do you think what he said was true? About being the Sage Lord of Fungi and all that?
Maybe, but most of it sounded like hot air to Paimon.
True. That conversation in our heads definitely was real.
And it proves these mushrooms aren't regular mushrooms at all. Something fishy is going on.
I guess this is the beginning of our hero's journey then. So let's make like heroes and get to the bottom of this. So we can command the truth and this mushroom. Okay. That sounded a lot cooler in my head.
Well, we have one thing going for us. We've faced mushrooms before, and they're pretty pathetic as far as enemies go.
Such insolence!
Did you hear that? Sounds like someone's mad.
You're spying on us?
No response. Guess he's not gonna admit it.
Well, he said his subjects hold the clues to his secrets. Who knows if he was telling the truth? But we can't just ignore the green mushrooms, so let's start investigating.
Ein ganz komischer Kerl. Der Weise der Pilze. Oder was jetzt?
Okay, so this one is red. Ah! Fungus! It turned into a fungus! In that land of all places!
So this is one of his subjects? Well, it's kind of cute.
Bull warrior compliment! Much appreciate! No! Bull warrior natural enemy! Eat! Must resist!
Careful, Veressa! This is a kind of monster from Sumeru. Even though it looks cute, it can still attack you!
A monster? Aw, that's too bad. I was hoping we could be friends.
Mercy! Mercy! Food is sacred! Everything else, waste! That all I know. Promise!
It turned back into a normal mushroom. What's going on?
You mean that food is sacred?
Well, that's a whole bunch of nothing. Let's go look somewhere else.
Okay, was ist jetzt passiert? Das ist jetzt komisch. Hä? Lol.
Oh, a green mushroom. And it turned into a fungus. Nice try, but you're not scaring Paimon with that one twice. Okay, let's go on the initiative. Hey, you! What's the whole food is sacred thing about?
As our Sage Lord stated, you must demonstrate your wits to receive the answers you seek. That means I should be the one asking the questions, not you.
Okay, so it turns out this one can talk. Fine. What do we have to do? Solve a riddle or something?
Riddle? Oh, I'm not good at that. Could you, give us an easy one?
That sounds like a problem for your friends. Besides, did I say this was up for negotiation? Enough chatter. Time for my question. Why are all the mushrooms in this orchard willing to become the subjects of the Sage Lord?
Aw, man! How are we supposed to know?
Because you're his clones, right? I remember him saying something like that.
Alas, no wits in sight. The answer could never be that simple. What? How did you get that so fast?
Oh, it's that kind of riddle.
Sumeru mushrooms! Of course! Paimon can't believe she didn't think of this possibility.
Wait, does that mean everyone in Sumeru is into puns? Huh. Is it because the people are so clever?
No, we just, have a lot of experience with these kinds of jokes.
Well, since you have proven your wits, I will now answer your question. The act of eating is not only a physical necessity, but also a sacred ritual. Mushrooms like us are the Sage Lord's intermediaries. Incinerating our flesh forges a spiritual connection between you and the Sage Lord himself.
Oh, so that's why he could speak to us in our heads.
So you're saying if we want to talk to him again, all we have to do is eat more mushrooms? No, wait, don't turn back into a regular mushroom! Oh, too late. And all we have is another cryptic message.
Well, if eating is a sacred ritual, maybe we need to perform some kind of ceremony with special tools or something.
Oh, good thinking, Veressa! Let's try and ask the other mushrooms! Oh, but we should probably pick this one first since it's a green mushroom.
Okay, interessant. Schon wieder 2 Plätze.
Hey, there are 2 fungi over there! Looks
Have you figured out how you're going to test the humans?
Of course! Any random question should do the trick. They don't look very smart to me.
Wow, cool! You greencaps are so wise. Just like our Siege Lord. Huh, I'm so jealous.
It's all progressing as expected. I know exactly what they're going to ask. Oh, please, please tell us how to conduct the ceremony. And I shall respond. Nothing in life comes for free. You have two choices. Answer a question about the stars and moon above, or the dark abyss below.
Ew! And they'll say, no, I'm stumped. I can't think anymore, or my cap will explode into spores.
They're humans, idiot. They don't have caps or spores.
All right. Duh.
And then I'll say, you can't even answer the most basic of basic questions? Come back after you've studied for a few more decades.
Ha! Yeah! A few more decades.
Of course, they're so dense, it might actually take them that long to realize that. If eating is a ritual, then obviously the ceremony is the cooking.
I mean, obviously it's the cooking!
Did they just give us the answer?
Who goes there?
And you think we're the dense ones? Look in the mirror, buddy.
A floating pale organism out of nowhere! My cap almost burst into spores!
No, wait, don't disappear! At least explain yourselves first! So, we passed the test? Where's the sense of accomplishment? So much for gathering our wits. We didn't have to use our brains at all. Oh well. The important thing is, the Sage Lord of Fungi wants us to use cooking to establish a stronger mental connection with him.
That sounds right. Uncle Atoli did say, when you cook this mushroom, the higher the heat, the better the fragrance.
Right! That was the case when you grilled them in the orchard, too. Heat really does release their flavor. Okay, let's give it a try.
Definitely. But we should probably explain the situation to Uncle Akadal and the rest of the tribe first.
Good call. It's best for everyone to be prepared.
Interessant. Oh, weisester aller. Was ist wahrer Mut? Okay. So, Leute, ganz kurz. Bei mir ist gerade irgendwas umgekippt. Ich glaube, das war eine meiner Katzen. Okay, Leute, I'm so sorry. Es war wirklich, ja.
Instead of confining themselves.
Eine meiner Katzen hat tatsächlich, eine Vase kurz umgekippt. Da ist Gott sei Dank nichts drin. Aber mit der Vase ist auch Gott sei Dank nichts passiert. Aber dennoch, meine Katzen sind gerade ein bisschen verspielt hier und machen hier gerade richtig Radau hier. Ei, dann werden die Güte. Naja, dafür sind sie aber auch meine Lieblinge. Okay, da müssen wir hin. Sieht schon mal gut aus. Alles klar. Let's go. Hallöle. Häuptling Acke versammelt alle Stammmitglieder, um Vareses Bericht über die Pilze zu hören. Okay. Das glauben sie alle nicht.
Okay, so it felt pretty normal in the moment, but hearing it back does sound kind of, ridiculous.
Paimon. Oh, Leute, ich liebe Paimon über alles, ey. Sie hat mich manchmal... Ich frage mich wirklich gerade, ob wir mehr von ihr erfahren, was sie eigentlich genau ist. Weil seit Mondstadt ist sie permanent bei uns. Sie hat doch irgendwas mit dieser fliegenden Stadt auf sich da im Himmel. Ich will immer noch zu gerne wissen, was Palmer genau ist eigentlich.
So, the mushrooms in the orchard are sentient. What a remarkable discovery!
Yeah, without your investigation, who knows what could have happened?
Thanks for looking into it, and for collecting all this information.
What a relief. I was worried it sounded like I lost my marbles.
It does sound far-fetched. After all, none of us have ever spoken to a mushroom. But we know you're not one to lie, Varessa. Besides, the origin of the green mushrooms has always been a mystery to us. Thanks to you, we now know something sinister could be going on. So, we should do our part to help.
Yeah, just let me know if there's anything I can do.
Well, that didn't take much convincing.
Oh, wait! You said the mushrooms needed to be cooked at high heat, right? I can do that for you right now. I'll be quick. All right, I'm back. I used cast iron, so it should be hot enough.
Whoa, it smells delicious! Suddenly Paimon's hungry again.
Was?
Well, here goes nothing.
Wait, that's his voice!
Looks like you stumbled upon the right path. But this temperature does not demonstrate even a fraction of the sincerity I require. Did you really think some common stove could generate enough heat to earn the acknowledgement of the Sage Lord? Humans are such a disappointment. You can solve my riddles when the answers are handed to you on a silver platter. But as soon as there are no more hints, not a shred of intelligence in sight. Do try and use your brain this time.
How did it go? Did you hear the voice?
Annoying menace of a mushroom! The Sage Lord of Fungi said the heat's still not high enough. Sage Lord of Nitpicking, more like!
Not high enough, huh? I guess that means we need a more powerful source of heat. Attention, everyone! We need items that can generate intense heat. Anything you can find.
I'll see what I can do.
Leave it to me.
We should take a look too.
Definitely! We're not super familiar with this area, though. Do you have any ideas?
Nothing concrete, but we could check around the volcano. It spews out all kinds of stuff. Maybe there's something we can use.
Awesome! Let's go! Paimon's gonna find something scorching hot and then throw it in that stupid mushroom's face!
Was ist wahre Macht? Such die Materialien, die für die Temperatur... Such die Materialien... Oha, wie weit müssen wir denn laufen? Okay, das ist ein weites Stückchen. Alles klar, das könnte jetzt wirklich... ja, das habe ich jetzt nicht erwartet. Wir haben auch kein einziges... Wir fahren jetzt gerade permanent nur in der Siedlung, Leute. Das könnte jetzt ein bisschen... dauern tatsächlich. Bis wir da sind. Ja, das könnte natürlich wirklich jetzt ein bisschen dauern. Aber ich glaube, das ist auch nicht ausreichend. Wir werden es nicht schaffen bis zum Ende der Folge. Also, bis zum Teleporter da hinten komme ich. Aber das war's auch. Ja, davor ist auch ein anderer Teleporter. Aber wir ersparen uns so gesehen den Teleporter schon dort, Leute. Das ist auch nicht schlecht. Ist auch schon mal eine Option. So, let's go. Dann gucken wir mal. Schaffen wir es noch bis zum nächsten Teleporter? Das wäre natürlich schön. Ja, das müssten wir eigentlich schaffen, tatsächlich. Und dann müsste man leider die Folge auch schon wieder beenden, Leute. Der Teleporter ist dort. Und was leuchtet da blau? Oh nein. Oh nein. Oh nein, bitte nicht. Oh nein, bitte nicht. Oh Gottes Willen, nein. Oh, diese Steine mit dem übelst starken Boss. Oh, das mache ich in den Stream. Ei. Wo ist der? Ich speichere das mal gleich ein, Leute, damit ich es nicht gleich wieder verliere. Da ist gerade irgendwas gespawnt gerade. Und dann würde ich sagen, war es auch mit der Folge. So, hier ist er also. Ja. Ich schreibe einfach mal Boss, Leute. Dann weiß ich automatisch Boss. Alles klar. Eieiei. Okay, Leute, ich würde sagen, das war's mit der Folge. Wir sehen uns hier in der nächsten Folge wieder. Besser gesagt, mein Teleporter dort. Und das war's mal. Euer Masho. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschaußen.